If you feel the NuSkin Lumispa is too expensive for you, then listen up. I am creating a video so that you've got some alternatives while you save up for this incredible piece of technology that will take your skincare to the next level. Hi guys, my name is Kurt Provost, your guide to all things NuSkin if we haven't met before, and this is what I recommend if you don't quite have the spare cash right now to shell out on the Lumispa. Not that it's overly expensive, it's just a notch up from your standard cream that you would get in the market or a normal facial cleanser. I would also add that if you're not in a position where you are able to be purchasing this whenever it runs out, then I wouldn't bother getting the Lumispa in the first place, because without this cleanser it's not going to work properly. This is designed specifically to go with the ageLOC Lumispa. Any other cleanser, you can't just simply swap it out with whatever your favorite cleanser is, because you don't know if it's the right viscosity so that it's not too thick, not too thin, kind of like Goldilocks porridge in regards to skincare, so that the movement of the treatment head of the Lumispa is not going to damage the skin but actually benefit the skin. And that is the whole power of this device, is that it's doing two things at once. It is both gently cleansing, so you can use it every single day. In fact, you can use it twice a day, while it is also providing a micro treatment for your skin. So it's kind of like you're getting a beauty treatment done at a beauty salon in the privacy of your own home every single day, and the results compound with time as a result of that consistent habit that you'll get into. So we're not talking about the Lumispa in this video though. Let's talk about what are some potential alternatives. First off, I'll say there are no alternatives. Lumispa does something very unique, but we can try and mimic that. And I think the first thing that I would kick things off with is one of our mud masks. Now, I would go with the Airpoc Glacial Marine mud mask. The reason I choose this one, and keep in mind the packaging is changed in most markets, so it'll look slightly different to this, it'll look much better than this in fact, but the contents are the same, and it contains glacial marine mud sourced from northwestern coast of Canada, where it's been recognized for a long time now for its beauty properties. And that's because it's really nutrient dense. It's full of minerals that are great for the skin, but it also has a drawing out effect on the skin. So it draws out the impurities. If you've got very oily skin or experiencing acne, blemishes, congestion, this is going to become your best friend. And it's great for young skin as well. So teenagers who are having breakouts, I would be applying some of this. Now keep in mind, for certain skin types it might be a bit drying, and it brings the blood to the surface of the skin, so afterwards you can have a flushed look, you can have that rosy glow, which is great for the skin as well, because it brings a lot of the nutrients from the bloodstream up to the surface of the skin. So that is one thing that I would start off with that will have an effect on helping to draw out and clean out the pores, because that's what the Lumispa does brilliantly at, is really flushing out the pores, and you're doing that every single day. This I wouldn't use every single day. Some skin types can get away with that, but most, I would say, just once or twice, maybe a few times a week will be sufficient with this. If this is a little too intense for your skin, you may find that any of the other masks that NuSkin has, I've got a couple right here, the clay mask and the yin and yang mask, which also contains bentonite clay within it and some charcoal, that is more soothing, I find, for the skin, or at least for myself. I find it less drying than the mud mask, so these are some alternatives, but they are not as effective with the blackheads, with the drawing out of the pores. At least that's my own personal experience there. The next thing is, of course, the 180 face wash. Now this is absolutely brilliant. I've made so many videos about this product. People get amazing results just using this product. It's extremely economical. It may not seem that when you want to purchase it initially and you compare it with some other cleanser, but this lasts so long, and it contains 10% active vitamin C. So that's actually a patented formula of vitamin C that means that you can have it exposed to the oxygen for 8 months and it's still going to be active. Unlike the serum that you bought online that was really powerful initially, and then after being exposed to oxygen, because vitamin C is extremely reactive, it breaks down and gets weaker and weaker and eventually is doing very little. This is totally different. It will keep delivering results. Great for brightening the skin. It is extremely strong ingredient though. There's a bunch of other things in there like ginseng, and some people can react to that if you've got sensitive skin. So I would spot test with this one first. But if you're just washing your face with it, you just use a tiny amount with some water in the shower and then gently exfoliate or rub your face with it. That's what it's designed for. You will get a great result. It's not going to be comparable to the Lumispa. The Lumispa's action is much more effective than our hands will ever be. However, the active ingredients in this will go a long way to compensating for that. In fact, I love this product so much that after doing a Lumispa treatment, I will often apply a bit of this and just leave it on as a mask for those great active ingredients to really brighten the skin. Now, if you have sensitive skin, don't do that at all. But if your skin can handle it, then start with just a minute, just leaving it on, wet your face, smear it around, leave it on, and you can go up to maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Just see how your skin responds. I would not go all out with that because, as I said multiple times already, it's quite strong. Great results though for those who in particular want to brighten the skin. Now, that is going to go a long way to improving your skin while you are working up to getting the Lumispa. The final touch here is the Heu Glow Exfoliating Cleanser. Now, this is not for everyone, that's for sure. It just happens to be one of my favorite cleansers, and that's because I find the mild AHAs from the caviar lime is very brightening for my skin, and with time it has been improving the clarity of my skin, improving the brightness of my skin, and helping with some pigmentation as well. So that's combined with the vitamin C, and that's also with Lumispa and the boost as well. But this is one component that I have found really useful. So I would use this even if you have the Lumispa as well, because you need a toner, of course. So this is a great one to do it. Anything from the Nutricentials range, or if you want to splash out a little bit more and you're focused a touch more on anti-aging, I would go with the True Face priming solution. It is as good as it gets, and it's packed full of a bunch of amino acids that are building up the proteins within your skin. So they are my recommendations. You can use these to try and compensate for not having the Lumispa. You will get a great result. You will enjoy these products, and then when you're ready, you will take your skincare to a whole new level, and you'll also simplify your life a lot because you won't necessarily need all those products every single day, and you can just use those ones that I just mentioned once a week, once a fortnight, when you feel like it, because the Lumispa is going to be doing all that work for you. And that is one of my favorite aspects of that device. It is the ease of using it. It just simplifies your life so much. It's just a 2-minute treatment for your whole face. So if you are ready and you want to get your hands on the Lumispa right now, then I'll have a link below where you can do that, or just message me with the market that you're in. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram as Kurt Provost, or find me at kurtnuskin@gmail.com. And if you want any of the basic products that are going to buy you some time before you get the Lumispa, then you can just message me and I'll tailor something unique for you, because it is going to depend on your skin type. There's a few different products that I could use instead of the ones that I've just mentioned. I think in general, they'll apply to most of you watching this. That's all for today, guys. My name is Kurt Provost, your guide to all things NuSkin. I appreciate all the thumbs up and comments and subscriptions and the messages, the people who reach out to me. So thank you very much for that, guys. If you've got any questions, you know where to find me. And if you're watching this going, you know what, that Lumispa device, I've seen it around, and I would not just like to be a consumer of the products, but I would love to become a supplier of those products, because there's a bunch of people that I know who would get great results with them. How do I go about doing that? Well, I'm so glad you asked because I'm actively expanding my business. I'm looking for great people to partner with and show them how to partner with NuSkin. I'll act as your guide and hold your hand through the process. So just reach out to me at kurtnewskin@gmail.com and we'll continue the conversation there. Ciao, guys.